Hey guys, it's time for Rampage and Battle of the Belt 6 results. Starting us off is Rampage, and we kick things off with Hook versus Ethan Page. This turned out to be anything goes and falls count anywhere mixed in, which was dubbed NFTW rules. So that was a good moment to see there. I predicted here Hook would retain against Ethan Page, and whoop-de-doo, he won and retained. It was a pretty good matchup, however, though. They went into the crowd, so there was that. I've always wondered what happens if you accidentally punched a fan or accidentally hit a fan or whatever. But I haven't seen it happen, so I mean, whatever. But what if it accidentally happened? I'm curious. We saw the latest episode of QTV. The QTV stuff, in my opinion, isn't very good. I'm not really a big fan of the QTV stuff. Although the segments slowly start, they're slowly getting better. Like this one was the only part I really enjoyed. Was them making fun of Dante Martin's injury. That part was the only thing I enjoyed about QTV. Everything else, I was like, ugh, this is stupid. Because it is stupid, in my opinion. I know there are people out there who like QTV, and that is completely fine. I'm just not sold on QTV. Maybe I just need to give it a little bit more time. Maybe it'll get better, but as of right now, I'm not sold on QTV. Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Angelo Parker make their entrance. Daddy Magic lets us know that it will be nice to see the Acclaimed officially join the JAS tonight. The Acclaimed do their typical entrance, and they had a 8-man tag team matchup in this the Acclaimed, Daddy Magic, and Cool Hand Ange. They took on the Infantry, Bobby Orlando, and LSG, which I predicted the Acclaimed and 2.0 would win, and they did, so I'm not too surprised there. The JAS, though, in what was surprising to me, they took out the Acclaimed. And then Swerve Strickland announced that Mogul affiliates have merged with another group, and that we'll have to wait till later tonight to find out who it is. Darby Allin then took on Lee Moriarty. And in this matchup, Darby Allin defeated Lee Moriarty. Swerve Strickland comes out after the match, offers Darby his hand. Darby doesn't take it, though, and then we find out that Mogul affiliates have emerged with the Embassy when Brian Cage ambushes Darby from behind. There was a sit-down interview with Jade Cargill and Taya Valkyrie over the usage of Jaded or Road to Valhalla finishing move. RJ City was there too, which I thought was cool to watch there. I like RJ City, he's funny. That's all I'm going to say about that. Mark Henry throws to a video package hyping up the main event of Anna Jay and Julia Hart. So whatever you guys do, you listen to this because it looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. Anna JAS looked to take on Julia Hart. And not too much happened here, but Julia spits black mist into Anna's eyes when the ref was distracted, giving Julia the pinfall with a roll up. So there you go for AEW Rampage. Coming up next, Battle of the Belt 6. Transition. We're back, and now it's time for the Battle of the Belts 6 event. That kicked off with Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends, which we saw Orange Cassidy take on Dralistico to try and defend the International Championship. In this bout, I predicted Orange Cassidy would retain, and he did. But this matchup was definitely pretty good for what it was. There was some interference, though, with Jose the Assistant, Preston Vance, and Roosh, which was to be expected. Malachi Black appeared on the video board after the matchup with a message for Orange. He said, House of Black isn't done with Orange yet. Buddy Matthews then comes in saying that they were kind enough to give a opportunity for the trios titles, and that Orange should give out an opportunity for the International Championship, in which Buddy Matthews was the one to challenge for the International Championship. Mark Briscoe was interviewed backstage about losing to Samoa Joe at Supercard of Honor, and that he was looking forward to watching the Lucha Brothers win tonight. And then Jay Lethal confronts him and asks why they're not working together, as they've known each other for over 20 years. Mark Briscoe shakes the hand, but then Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh show up, and Mark does not look comfortable with them around, or confused, like something around there. Jade Cargill went one-on-one with the young Billy Starks. I've seen some of Billy Starks' matches on the independent scene, and I'm just like, bro, this is crazy. So I mean, like, this was a good match for what it was. This was really good. I was expecting Jade Cargill's match with Billy Starks to be a squash match, but no, actually, the Jaded was reversed once, and that was pretty cool to watch. Of course, Jade Cargill was to retain the TBS championship, but this exceeded my expectations. So, there were a couple of rough moments there, but, I mean, what you gonna do? It was good for what it was. Taya Valkyrie confronts Jade after the match. Cargill tries to attack her with the belt, but then Taya Valkyrie dodges it. She tries to go for Road to Valhalla. Cargill elbows out of it and runs away, though. Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa are backstage. They're interviewed backstage. And they're sick of the antics with Blackpool Combat Club. And that they're standing up for themselves. Mark Henry interviews QT Hobbs and Lucha Brothers ahead of their ROH Tag Team main event match. And it looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event, in which Lucha Brothers and QT Hobbs take each other on. I predicted here Lucha Brothers would retain, and they did. This match I didn't really think anything too crazy with this match. This matchup wasn't really, in my opinion, it wasn't really anything too special. Not anything, not really anything impressive happened that we haven't already seen. Like, the Lucha Brothers, they were impressive, like they always are. But what I mean is that they've done the same impressive stuff like they always do. It's not that it's not impressive, it's just after a while you get used to it. So like it's still impressive, but you're not like popping over for a lot of this stuff. It's kind of one of those things. But like the match wasn't anything too special. It was good, but it wasn't special. There is a difference. My rating for Battle of the Belt 6, I am going to give it a 3.5 stars out of 5. It had some good moments, but the main event did not deserve to be that. But I'm also biased because of Hobbs being teamed up with QT Marshall, and I think that's stupid, in my opinion. Him having to side with somebody in general is stupid. I don't like it. But my rating for Rampage was a 4-star. It was definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. But it was also probably because it was live and not taped. So that probably helped as well. Definitely one of the good Rampages that we've seen in a while. Most Rampages are like, in my opinion, like 3 stars. Like they're decent, but they're not anything too special. But this Rampage had a bunch of special moments. Specifically the FTW title matchup. That matchup was pretty good. With Hook and Ethan Page. Those two dished it out pretty well. But Ethan Page does his job really well, and he's very underrated. And I could talk about how underutilized a lot of talent are, but that would be a long time. And I don't think you guys want to hear me talk about underutilized talent 24/7 or even for another like 5 minutes even. So I'm just going to end the episode here. This is TPW Talking Pro Wrestling, and don't forget that voice memos are in the community post. Comment to me if you have any questions on YouTube, or even comment to me on any other platforms that I might be on that allows commenting. You can feel free to ask any questions on anything really. So yeah, there you go. Good night, everyone.